Hi, I'm Ricky Quinn, martial arts and personal trainer. I'm at week 18 of my pregnancy and I'm starting to feel a little bit bigger right now, even though I can still wear my regular clothes. My skin feels like it's stretching a little bit, especially after a meal. And so I started using this pregnancy oil, like stretch mark oil, after showers. I know that there's not actually any evidence showing that it actually works, but it can't hurt, right? My friend gave me some, so I'm trying it out. I'm feeling great. My appetite is back, so I'm eating a lot. I'm actually feeling hungrier, and otherwise, there's not much to say. My workouts have changed a little bit. Yesterday, I had the final challenge of the month that I'm doing in Athleanx, in the Athleanx workout schedule. It was really hard. You were supposed to do 15 rounds and I could only do 10. Well, I actually stopped after 10. I was feeling that it was getting over an hour and a bit too much for me. You had to do deadlifts, and so my deadlift stance has to be wider now to get some room for the stomach. So that's kind of funny for me, getting used to that. Because yesterday was a really hard workout, today is going to be more of a rest or recovery day. But I do like to do some recovery exercises like stretching and a little bit of exercises. And today I just want to talk to you about the importance of certain exercises for everyone, especially for women who are pregnant. The first one is Kegels, and I'm sure you've heard of these. You should do them every single day whenever you think about them. I did a whole video about this, so I'm going to link up here and down below. So the Kegels I've been doing every single day. Usually I remember to do them in the shower, so that's great. Wherever you can remember to do them, you should do it. And also doing deep squats. I'm trying to take on a challenge of trying to stay in a squat during the day every day for a total of 10 minutes. That doesn't mean staying in a squat for 10 minutes. That means throughout the day trying to take 30 seconds to a minute of just sitting in the squat, like while I'm watching TV or doing other stuff. I'm just going to show you the squat that you should be doing. Open your legs a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, point your toes out, and just squat down all the way to the bottom with your heels on the floor. A lot of people have trouble doing this with their heels on the floor, but the more you do it, the easier it's going to get. You'll feel this stretches out your back, and it opens up the groin area, which is important for labor, and so it's good to have this all like stretched out. And in general, this is just a good position also to help with digestion, apparently. I don't know the research about it, but that's what I heard, so I'm just saying it. So you just sit like this with your hands either like this, and if you want to get an extra stretch, you can turn your hands so the fingers are pointing backwards, and you try to get the palms of your hands down onto the floor and try to get that down so you're getting a nice stretch for your forearms as well. And this just feels great. And you want to try to stay here for at least 30 seconds to a minute, but if it doesn't feel comfortable, you can stay for 10 seconds and then just get right back up. So now that we talked about that, let's move on. Why am I sitting on this Swiss ball? A Swiss ball or Physio ball, people call it all kinds of things, is great for exercise. And during pregnancy, it's also wonderful. So I'm going to show you some exercises that you can do on your off days, or if you're a beginner, doing them as a workout in general. So it's going to pretty much target the whole body, take about 5 minutes. So let's start. Okay, so grab your ball with your hands, get into a stance about shoulder width apart, maybe slightly wider with your toes pointing up. Hold the ball up in front of you and just squat down, touch the ball to the floor, and then raise it up above your head. Try to get your arms in between your ears, okay? Or your ears in between your arms, pretty much, and then back down. Another thing that's important that I forgot to mention is being able to brace your core while you're doing exercise. So it's a slight tightening of the core muscles while you're doing it. So don't just stay loose here. Try to tighten up and straighten out, okay? Up and down 10 times. All the way up over your head. Tighten that core at the top. Squeeze your butt at the top as well. Let's do one more. Now same thing, but you're going to go down and to the side. So you squat down, come up, and turn your pivot on your opposite foot and bring it out to the side. So slight stretch here also on the abs. Up, tighten at the top. Also feel your arms working here a little bit. Don't forget to breathe. Remember, if you need to take a break, just press pause, grab a drink. Drinking is important, keeping hydrated. And one more. Very nice. Next, put your ball on the ground. Now you're going to put your hands on the ball. Try to keep your shoulder blades back and your back straight. Tighten your stomach, hands on the ball. You raise one leg up and then bring it in. Back and in. Back and in. Push with your heel. Try to keep that stomach tight. If you feel like you're losing your balance, you can grab onto a wall or a chair, or just put your foot down. Doing 10 on each leg. Two more. And 10. You need to rest for a second, shake it out. And the other side. Stomach tight, shoulder blades back, keep your back straight. Raise that leg up and in and out. Push with your heel. So the stability here is challenging your core as well. When the ball is trying to move, your core is working to keep you in place. But as I said, if this is too hard, grab onto a wall or a chair with one of your hands. Straighten it all the way out that leg. Two more. And 10. Next, grab your ball, put it against the wall, and you're going to do some hip tilts. Okay, this is very important to get in touch with your whole pelvic area, being able to control it. So, feet about shoulder width apart, press your back, your middle back into the ball against the wall here. Now you're going to tilt your hips forward, put your hands on your hips here, feel your hips tilting forward, your butt tightening, your butt muscles tightening, and then tilt it back and push your butt back into the ball. Okay? So you're pushing your middle back into the ball as you tilt your hips forward, and then pushing your butt into the ball as you're tilting backwards. So forward and back. In the front, squeeze. Really feel pushing against the ball. And two more. Now in this same position, we're going to get into a squat. If you need to widen your stance a little bit and point your toes out, make sure your knees and your toes are on the same line. Squat down as low as you can go. Really try to go down low and then come up, squeeze your butt at the top. 10 times. You can do this also while holding dumbbells in your hands if you want to make it a little bit harder. Tighten the core also. 2 more. And 10. Lie down on your ball. Come forward until just your upper back is on the ball and your hips are up over in the air, okay? Feet about shoulder width apart, toes pointing forward. And then you can put your hands behind your head and try to bring your elbows out. Okay, so your upper back stays fixed and straight. And now your hips are gonna come down, trying to kind of surround the ball, and then lift them up. Squeeze your butt at the top. Okay, bring it down as low as you can, and up. This is gonna help with flexibility, and also tighten your butt. Squeeze at the top for a couple of seconds. Let's do 2 more. Okay, roll back up. And the last exercise, a modified plank rollout. So get on your knees on a mat. Put your hands on your ball. And now tighten your stomach, tighten your butt. Keep it tight the whole time. You roll the ball forward, leaning forward until you get onto your forearms. Hold for a second here, and now roll back up. If you need more padding for your knees, just fold up your mat a little bit more. Forward, hold, and back. If this is too much pressure, if you feel too much pressure on your stomach, you can just roll out and let your butt go back. Okay, if you let your butt go back, it's not going to be as much on your core, but it will do something. Like that. Okay, out, and back, and back. Keep it tight. Back, don't let your back arch, keep it flat. Let's do 2 more. And that's it. You can end with a nice stretch like a child pose in yoga. Open your knees about shoulder width apart so that you have space for your stomach to go in between your knees. And bring your hands out and over your ears here. Stretch out the back. Breathe. Go to one side. And go to the other side. And that's it. If you like this, please click the thumbs up down below and let me know what else you'd like me to cover in the comment section down below. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching.